Open your envelopes.
Our airline tickets?
Just as I suspected. We have a lot of work to do.
Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome back to another review episode. In this episode, I'm going to be reviewing The Librarian. As usual, before we start the video, please subscribe, leave a like, and hit the notification bell. And share the video, and a small spoiler warning for those who wants to see the show. And now, let's get started with the video. As summarizing the TV show is a little confusing and difficult without summarizing the prequel movies, I will start with them for context. The Librarian, Quest for the Spears. Flynn Carson, a brilliant-minded student, is hired by the New York Public Library. He learns that his job is not to be an ordinary librarian, but to protect, recover, and safeguard mythical and historical artifacts. When one of the artifacts, one of 3 sections of the Spear of Destiny, is stolen by the Serpent Brotherhood, he is sent to track down the 2 remaining pieces before the Serpent Brotherhood reassembles the spear, giving them power over the world's destiny. The Librarian returned to King Solomon's mines. After a year of being the Librarian, Flint Carson is attacked by an unknown assailant searching for King Solomon's mine. The library sends Flint to find King Solomon's mine before this unknown group can release the dead using a spell buried within. During his adventure, he discovers that he's a descendant of one of the monks who buried the mine, and that a person closest to him has been the leader of this group all along. The Librarian, The Curse of the Judas Chalice. After being the librarian for many years, Flint Carson's personal life starts to conflict with his work. Due to this, he starts to have a breakdown and decides to take leave from the library. That night, Flynn sees a vision of a woman calling for aid in New Orleans and decides to fly off to investigate. Flynn discovers the existence of vampires and an ancient artifact, the Judas Chalice, which can create a vampiric army in legend. During his adventure, he learns of the battle against evil that is soon to come. After 10 years as the librarian, Flynn starts to question the library's old tradition and appoints 3 humans with unique skills to become librarians. As he entrusts his guardian, Eve, to train these librarians, the team embarks on a magical journey protecting the world from artifacts and evil. Top seasons. Number 4, Season 4. In order to prevent the library from losing its power, a ceremony of tethering Flynn and Eve is being prepared. However, they are interrupted when the team discovers that Nicole Noon, a former guardian, has been locked up in a dungeon in the library. Though her intentions might initially be to help the library, they soon discover it is for selfish reasons to commit revenge. The team must find a way to prevent the library from failing and stop Nicole before a plan to cause chaos is unleashed. Number 3, Season 1. As the Serpent Brotherhood tries to release more magic into the world, the team begins their training to become librarians. Surviving through difficulties, they learn how to work as a team to secure artifacts and stop the Serpent Brotherhood from destroying the world and fate itself. Number 2, Season 2. A consequence of restoring the library is felt within the team as several artifacts goes missing. Meanwhile, another consequence leads Prospero, a fictional character from Shakespeare's The Tempest, to be released into the world. While securing artifacts, the team must find a way to prevent Prospero's plan to turn the world back to an age where technology was non-existent. Number 1, Season 3. The team faces battle from multiple fronts. When an Egyptian god of chaos, Apep, is released from his sarcophagus, the team also learns of a governmental agency investigating events involving the artifacts. As the team races to find a way to stop Apep, they must rush to neutralize and contain artifacts before the governmental organization can get its hands on them. Top 10 episodes. Number 10, The Librarian and Santa's Midnight Run. Season 1, Episode 4. The Serpent Brotherhood kidnaps and prepares to kill Santa for his magic. Jenkins sends a team to rescue Santa to prevent the global cancellation of Christmas. The team learns that restoring Christmas is not as easy as they expected, as Santa's sleigh is stolen and they must find an alternative route to get to the North Pole. Number 9, The Librarian and the Cost of Education. Season 2, Episode 4. As the student goes missing from Wexler University, an institute started by a mad historian who believed in alternative dimensions, Jenkins sends a team to prevent more students and staff from going missing. As Stone discovers that 5 buildings in the university uses a strange witchcraft material, the team realizes that 5 buildings creates a pentagram. Furthermore, one of the students' project accidentally creates a portal summoning a Cthulhu-type creature. Number 8, The Librarian and the Loom of Fate, Season 1, Episode 10. Flynn returns with an idea to locate the library. However, Duloc hijacks the idea and changes the course of fate. However, Eve being the only person to remember the original world, Eve and a confused Flynn travels around multiple worlds, seeing the true potentials of each librarian in training. After traveling through multiple worlds, Eve and Flynn reach to the Loom of Fate. While Eve tries to buy time for Flynn, she is stabbed. Luckily, Flynn manages to reweave the Loom of Fate, restoring Fate and the library back to the original. Number 7, The Librarian and the Fatal Separation, Season 3, Episode 9. When the Monkey King's sacred home, Shangri-La, is taken over by a ruthless artifact collector, Lamb, the universe's balance is jeopardized. This forces the team to restore the universe's balance by any means necessary. Luckily there, Flynn reunites with Charlene, giving them an upper hand against Lamb. Using his training, Stone manages to save the Monkey King, rewarding him with a powerful magic. Meanwhile, Eve discovers the identity of who is in charge of Dosa. Number 6, The Librarian and the Echoes of Memory, Season 4, Episode 12. Nicole's plan to rewrite and morph the world into one where the library never existed succeeds. However, miraculously, Eve holds on to the memories of the library. Using this last hope, she finds and reminds the rest of the team of the library, allowing the team to recreate the library with their memories. In a last-ditch attempt to ensure Nicole's plan never goes accordingly, Flynn travels back in time to prevent her from going evil and rewrites history for the better. Number 5, The Librarian and the Final Curtain, Season 2, Episode 10. Waking up from a curse that Prospero has put under the team, Flynn and Eve decide to travel back in time to prevent Shakespeare from ever creating Prospero in the first place. However, they soon discover that Shakespeare and Prospero are in fact one and the same. Sending cryptic and ancient messages back to the team, Jenkins and the other librarians exorcises Prospero from Shakespeare's body, saving the world once again. Number 4, The Librarian and the Sword in the Stone, Season 1, Episode 2. Cassandra betrays the library and allows the Serpent Brotherhood access to the library, which triggers multiple chain reaction from Flynn being stabbed by Excalibur and the disappearance of the library itself. Using only a few resources, the team manages to locate the Stone of Excalibur and prevents an apocalypse from occurring. Though Cassandra betrays the team, she redeems herself by sacrificing the last remaining magic of Excalibur to heal Flynn instead of saving herself. Embarking on a new adventure, Flynn decides to look for a way to locate the library. At the same time, he puts Eve in charge of the 3 new librarians in training. Number 3, The Librarian and the Happily Ever After, Season 2, Episode 9. Finally recovering the last lost artifact from the library,
Commander Cassandra Killian, this is Lynn Carson. Commander Killian is our local physicist, astronaut, and TV star.
Prospero each one of their alternative lives before Prospero enacts his plans. Ariel, the fairy of Prospero, aids Flynn in reverting the spell that Prospero had put under the entire team, allowing them to wake up, but not quickly enough as Prospero manages to enact his plans. Number 2, The Librarian and the Crown of King Arthur, Season 1, Episode 1. As Flynn is appointed a new guardian after 10 years without one, they discover that someone is killing off potential librarians. This leads Flynn and Eve to rescue the 3 remaining potentials. Though initially reluctant, Flynn recruits the 3 remaining librarians to help him locate the Crown of King Arthur before the Serpent Brotherhood can enact their plans. However, someone within the 3 betrays them, leaving the library exposed to attack by the Serpent Brotherhood. Honorable mentions: The Librarian and the Fables of Doom, Season 1, Episode 6. The Librarian and the City of Light, Season 1, Episode 9. The Librarian and the Broken Staff, Season 2, Episode 2. The Librarian and the Point of Salvation, Season 2, Episode 8. The Librarian and the Rise of Chaos, Season 3, Episode 1. The Librarian and the Trials of the Triangle, Season 3, Episode 6. The Librarian and the Eternal Question, Season 3, Episode 8. The Librarian and the Dark Secret, Season 4, Episode 1. The Librarian and the Bleeding Crown, Season 4, Episode 5. The Librarian and the Trial of One, Season 4, Episode 11. Number 1, The Library and the Wrath of Chaos, Season 3, Episode 10. Eve and Flynn, working on an elaborate plan to stop APEP, decides to allow Dosa to infiltrate the library and take all of their artifacts. The carelessness of the Dosa agency gives APEP access to the library as well. All according to plan, Flynn decides to sacrifice himself using the Eyes of Ra and drain all of pure evil. However, the team, using last-minute magic, manages to create a new vessel for all of the pure evil to be stored, ending the war of good and evil that was teased in the 3rd film. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, share the video to your friends, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss future videos. Also, follow my Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit page on the link below to have further conversations. and I will see you soon for another review episode.